China is towing a fine line between Russia and the rest of the world. It has been nearly a month since Russian forces crossed the border, launching a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And still, China has yet to condemn its ally for invading their neighbor. However, officials in Beijing are vowing to help in the de-escalation process. On Friday, President Biden engaged in a nearly 2-hour video call with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Mr. Biden reportedly warned his Chinese counterpart of the repercussions his country would face if Beijing chooses to support Russian troops.
So let's go now to Matthew Kroenig for more on all of it. He is the director of the Atlantic Council's Scowcroft Strategy Initiative, and his own research focuses on American national security policy, the great power competition with China and Russia, and strategic deterrence and weapons non-proliferation. It's a mouthful. It's a lot. Let's go to it. Matthew, thank you for joining us.
China's role in this crisis has been interesting. On one hand, China and Russia have a deepening strategic partnership. They're engaging in joint weapons production, military exercises. They're working together really to counter American power globally. At the same time, China does still want to be a global leader. It's a rising power. It has a lot of trade, a lot of diplomatic ties in Europe. And so it doesn't want to be seen as fully supporting Putin in this war, especially as Putin's turning to targeting civilians and being accused by many of committing war crimes. So that's the tightrope that China is walking currently.
And Matthew, at a certain point, isn't China going to have to come down on one side or the other? I mean, it really can't sort of keep this position going indefinitely, correct? What is China's overall significance to the situation in Ukraine? And explain why it plays such a critical role in this escalating geopolitical crisis.
Well, China plays a critical role because it is a major power. It has the second largest economy on Earth, the second largest military. So Russia was asking for assistance from China. If China were to provide economic aid or military aid directly to Russia, that could greatly aid Russia in its war aims. So far, though, China is trying to carve out this neutral stance of saying that it won't provide arms to Russia, but that it will work to de-escalate the situation through diplomacy and also to provide humanitarian aid to both Russia and Ukraine. But can it maintain this forever? What critics are saying is, you can't really be neutral in this conflict.
Right.
One country invaded, and the other is the aggressor. How can you be neutral?
How can you be neutral? Also, what can you do to make your adversary or your rival do what you want? President Biden spoke with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday for the first time. What tools do you think are in the American toolkit to try to get China to not send military support, if it wants to Russia?
Well, Biden threatened there would be consequences if China provided military support to Russia. That threat was repeated by the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Thomas Greenfield. And I think the most likely tool the United States would turn to is economic sanctions, along with diplomatic criticism. It's unlikely that the United States is going to get into a military conflict with either Russia or China over this issue. But we do have other tools. And the United States has been thinking about economic decoupling with China for other strategic reasons. So I do think economic sanctions would be the most likely penalty if China were to provide military aid to Russia.
But is there the worry then that would just sort of throw China closer to Russia, that they would sort of be forced to form some sort of economic alliance?
That is a concern. And as the rest of the world is cutting Russia off economically, it's possible that Russia and China will deepen their economic cooperation there as well, that China will see an opportunity to profit from Russia's difficult economic circumstances. Sanctions or other tough measures against China might also push them closer together. So that is a concern. On the other hand, the alternative of trying to pry them apart probably isn't going to work. I think that was Washington's first hope, that we could get China to join our side against Russia, to get China to condemn Russia. And clearly that's not working. I think Russia and China do have good strategic reasons to work together. So unfortunately, what I think this means for the United States and its allies is that over the coming years, we will need a strategy to deal with Russia and China at the same time. a Russia and China that don't fully share our interests.
Matthew Kroenig of the Atlantic Council, thanks so much. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you.